everybody? I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're going to talk about how are you going to earn passive income in 2024? You know what that means. What assets are you buying? And of course, it's holiday time, almost Christmas time. Thank you so much for being here this holiday season. I know you could be out shopping. You could be out there buying liabilities instead of assets, but it's all right. Welcome to the party because we have a lot to talk about. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for being here. And please share the videos because I know there's people out here doing holiday shopping, out here getting their food ready and going to the stores, getting around. And it's early evening in some parts of the United States and around the world. So therefore, make sure you share the video. And if you're new here and like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. And now join the conversation. The chat room is open to everybody. It's the No Guru Zone, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means. SSN Academy, SSN University, the No Guru Zone. You don't pay us for courses. We tell you where to go to use your hard-earned money. And let's see who's in the house tonight. We have Joe Nay. It says he just became a YouTube member. But as far as I recall, Joe Nay has always had that icon next to his name. So he must have re-upped, and I greatly appreciate that. And welcome to the SSN Nation Friday Night Live edition, holiday spirits and all, Joe Nay. And I'm sure he's going to have some taglines later, but we'll get into that shortly. And also, I want to welcome our own Auntie Val in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday Night Live stream where she has the icon next to her name and she brings her tagline this evening. Good evening, fam, with the heart, with the strength, and she has a cup of Java, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not any old Java. It's beachfront Java. You heard me correctly. Professor is what we call her in this YouTube street, and the professor has cooked up along with her family beachfront Java business. Don't let it fool you. There's tea also, but go to beachfront Java, get your discount. The promo code is holiday, all caps. Get your discount, ladies and gentlemen, from fine ground, drip ground, Keurig, and whole bean coffee. 1 pound, half pound, 3 pound, 5 pound bags, freshly sealed and zip locked. So that way it stays fresh for you. So I want to say, show some love for our own Professor Auntie Val and family this holiday season. Order yours now. There's so many different varieties. It's incredible. And if you say, Eric, I don't like coffee, she's got you. You know why? Because she also has tea. So there's no excuse not to go over there and show some love for our own Professor Auntie Val this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen. Use that holiday code, HOLIDAY, for everybody on podcast. Don't say I didn't tell you. You're getting some premium blends from Indonesia, South America, Central America, African beans. You know those are the best on the planet, and she's getting it from there. So go over and show some love. And by the way, Professor Auntie Val and family, thank you so much. I did receive your card from Beachfront Java. Thank you so much. The Christmas card was very, very special. So thank you so much for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Laverne Penix in the house. Another superstar is here, an investor, a man that's been working hard. He's also known in these YouTube streets as Mr. Cool. And welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name, Holiday Edition. Yes, I have the Santa hat on. You got that right. And Laverne Penix, Mr. Cool, is here. Like I said, he brings his tagline tonight. Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. That's right, we do. And I received a notification and the trailer. Thank you so much for that. He's the first person that's mentioned that tonight. Everybody that comes in here, let us know if you received the notification and saw the trailer. If you haven't, don't worry. That's the norm. That's how they treat us here in these YouTube streets. Why do you think they do that? Because we're telling you, you want to earn 20% or more on your money every month, receive some passive income. We tell you, don't give us money. Go to Yield Max ETF and just go search and study. And yes, your eyes will get wide open just like that. And you'll be like, oh my God, where have I been for the last year? Are you telling me I'm missing out on 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45%? 50% return on my money? Holy good God. I'm just saying it, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, Laverne Penix, thank you so much. And tell Mrs. Cool happy holidays as well. Thank you so much for being here. Professor Auntie Val, showing the heart. Thank you so much. You know, we got nothing but love for the fam in the house here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. We got to support our own because it's a struggle out here. Nobody's coming to pat you on the back for a few days worth of work. They're not patting you on the back for a year's worth of work. It's a constant grind, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't give up. You have to start a business. That's right. And if you want to start a business, Opus Virtual Office gets you out of that zone where you have to work from your house and you have no address, you have no business phone number, no business fax number. You don't even have somebody answering the phone for you in your business name. Well, we solved that issue. Opus Virtual Office is $99 per month and a tax write-off. And use the code YG1. 3 letters, Y, G as in George, 1 for everybody on podcast. That gets you the administrative fee waived. And who else do we have here? Mo Better, another astute investor, is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday Night Holiday Edition with the icon next to his name. And he says, what's up, B? You know what it is, man. Holiday Edition. Santa's helpers in the house. And he says, what's up, SSN Nation? That's right. We in the building. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. 2024. Mo knows already. I'm calling it. You guys know in the past, I've said passive income. You know, buy a home. But next year, 2024, it's takeover, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm him. He's back. We're taking over DR. Yes. Everybody in DR, you're warned. It's takeover time. I've been playing with you guys. Now it's time for me to just handle biz and take over while y'all are slacking. Mo, for the notification and smash the like button. Thank you so much, Mo. And whenever Mo's here, it gets a big smile on my face because he came to the party November 5th through the 8th. Business Forum and investors was in the house. He was part of the fun and games and business. And guess what? We have it May 5th. Oh, sorry. May 10th through the 15th, 2024. You don't want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We got the lawyers. Yep. We have the realtors. Oh, and yes, we're going to have developers and inspectors at the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. We're going to have the big dogs in the house. And you don't want to miss the beach. You're not going to want to miss it because this time we going full out. By then, we'll have SSN Lifestyle SRL and the DR down. We're going to be doing the beachfront. And yeah, I expect to have Mo. I expect to have E. White. I expect to have Big G all on the board, ladies and gentlemen. And we doing live from the Punta Cana Bavaro Beach. Yes, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. You got it. 2024 is going to be off the charts. So all I'm saying is come along for the ride. You can get left behind. No problem. No skin off my back, but we having fun. So come along. We show you how to do it. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. What you waiting on? Come on now. You get your assets, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we talking about. Are you buying assets out here? You heard me. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, and 0% while you make your monthly payments while they're building your unit. What better way to go? And then at the end, you have 2 or 3 years to get your credit straight. Because if you need, hey, to actually finance it, then you need the credit. But you know what's going to end up happening? It's already started. I have a few projects right now that are sending me messages saying, you know what? You can't qualify. We will do in-house financing. Now, you know what happens when you do in-house financing. You might have to pay 9.7%. You might have to pay 12%. You might have to pay 11%. But no credit required in some instances. I'm just saying, you can get your assets and turn those assets into passive income. E. White, another investor, is here. In fact, superstar investor. Why? Because I got to let it out there. I know he probably doesn't want people to know, but I'm just going to say it right now. I'm not even going to say the number, but he doesn't own just one pre-construction project, not just 2, not just 3. E. White's a superstar. He recognizes the fact nobody's coming to save him financially. So what's he doing? He's saying, let me put in the work now, early. And welcome, E. White, to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icons next to his name. And he says, happy holidays, SSN family. Happy holidays to you as well, E. White. And thank you so much for being in the house. And Mo Better. That's right. The strength, the smile. He knows what's coming. Playtime is over. We've been playing for 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. Now these guys got me a little riled up. I'm like, okay, I'll come out of my mini retirement. We'll come down and take over. No problema. Victor Marrero in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name, and also another investor, a real estate investor, soon to be retiree. He's here. Only a few more short months until he'll be traveling around the world, being able to land on different continents and enjoying his life. And why? Because just like the question says, how are you going to earn passive income in 2024? Well, let's just call it what it is. He said, I bought some real estate. I invested in stocks over the last 10, 15, 20 years. And I'm also making new investments. All are going to give me a return while I'm traveling around using and figuring out how to use these aerial drones and have a little fun. Welcome to the party, Victor Marrero. Hello, all. Let's do this and come along for the ride. I'm excited about 2024, ladies and gentlemen, because I just, over the last week or two, I said, okay, the takeover, I'm going to take over. Am I going to take over? I'm like, okay, I'm going to take over. All right. So you guys come along for the ride. No joke. Dangerous. What's up, E. White? Showing some love in the house. James Way. He's in the house tonight. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name. He says, good evening, all. Got the notification. Very happy to hear that. That's 3 people tonight. I don't care what time of year it is. No red suit wearing fat dude coming in my house without a donation because the rent is too damn high. I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. James Wade does not disappoint. The rent is definitely too damn high, and Santa ain't coming here to help you, ladies and gentlemen, because all he's going to do is nothing. Oh, sorry. We have kids in the house. He's dropping some, donations and gifts down the chimney under the Christmas tree. Make sure you leave out some of those chocolate chip cookies and some milk or whatever else you want to leave for Santa, because you might have been on that naughty list. But Santa sometimes forgives. So who knows? So on Monday, hopefully Santa will be nice to you. And if Santa's not nice to you, well, all I can tell you is, young kids, it don't matter, because you have your own destiny in your hands. And welcome to the party. Come along for the ride. We're telling you how to get in with a few ways that you don't go. We go around, under, through, over. It won't matter. 2024, you guys are going to keep hearing me say it. I'm going to have that shirt. Take over. DR. coming. Georges Charles is in the house. And once again, another superstar investor is here. He said, you know what? It's time for me to do something. And what did he do? Same thing. Not one, not two, not three. He's like, I need some real estate because I keep hearing that passive income. And a lot of people are going, Eric, what are you talking about? Passive income, real estate? Those two things don't go together. Well, here's the thing. If you actually have somebody managing your property and they are doing the management part and they're calling you up saying, hey, Eric, you know what? We need to send you a check. What account are we sending money to? Or, hey, Eric, you know, the locks on the door didn't work. We need to change the locks. Okay, fine. But you know how many times you're going to get that call? 5 times a year. Meanwhile, you can be traveling anywhere as long as you have positioned yourself. Georges Charles has positioned himself right now, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to be like him? He's actually sat there and said, Eric, I hear you. I'm coming along for the ride. I'm going full force. And by the way, next year, this time, you are going to want to rent Georges Charles' unit. Yes, he has a 4-bedroom, 5.5 bath in Primavera 4. Yeah, it's 2,600 square feet with a pool in the backyard. And there's a man-made beach with a clubhouse and a restaurant and bar that's going to be there. Oh, and a soccer field, basketball court, children's playground area, security gates. I don't know about you, but 4 bedrooms, all with their own bathrooms. They're all suites, ladies and gentlemen. Let me talk the way the high-class people talk about it. We have 4 rooms that have en suites. Come on, guys. What more do you want? That just means he can use that terminology and get even more money. But he's here. Hey, all, I smell money in here, and he's damn right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start tooting the horn because it's Takeover DR 2024. It's coming. May 10th through the 15th. Tickets go on sale after Christmas. Just letting you guys know. Don't miss this one. Oh. Hold on now. Let me explain a few things about May 10th through the 15th. May 10th, we partying on the beach. Jazz saxophone artist on the Billboard 100 is gonna be in the house. Sean Rayford is gonna be there. DJ Wangle playing the beats. Yeah. I know you're saying who? Don't worry about who. He's SSN Nation approved. He throws down. He's going to be the DJ. May 10th. Don't want to miss that. Just for starters. And then, of course, we're going to have a little R&B in the house. Oh. You guys heard of this guy named Logic? Maybe. But I'm not talking about Logic. That's not the deal. I can't afford Logic, right? So we're going to have somebody that worked with Logic, that wrote some of his music. He's going to be performing and singing. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Grammys are in the house. 2 Grammy Award artists scheduled to be in. That's right. Takeover, like I said, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss this one because we got business going on and we're going to have 2.5 days of music. And then we get down to business 13, 14, 15, handling. Takeover, like I said, we do it like no other. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of you are like, what the hell's going on? This is not E of old. That's right. I've been chilling. Come on now. Curtis Davis, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And in these YouTube streets, along with his icon next to his name, he also has his own channel, Chili Davis with 2 L's, CHILLY Davis. That's it. CHILLY Davis. Go show some love. He posts updates for the stock market, news and information throughout the day. He's part of the SSN Nation fam. He doesn't charge. He's in the no guru zone. He just gives out helpful information so you can make investment decisions. You want to earn passive income 2024? You need information. And he helps with that scenario. And he brings his tagline, hello, SSN family, hello to you. And he brings, oh, yes, what I love the best, ABMM, his tagline. If you're new here, always be making money. The only way you can always be making money is if you have assets. And assets here in Stop Struggling Now Nation means Once you buy it, you walk away and you have money coming in. No qualifiers. If you out here buying a house and somebody's saying it's an asset, I'm sorry. I don't count that as an asset. Why? Because traditionally, they are going, how much do you make? You want to buy a $500,000 house. Do you make more than $150,000 as a family unit or individual? Because otherwise, you're not going to be able to qualify. And you have to go to work to pay for it. And that's why we have 60+% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck, because you have credit cards, because you out here with these manufactured holidays. Surprise, it's Christmas. And these manufactured holidays means you're buying liabilities. But some of us are going, I don't think so. I think I'm going to put some of my money towards some assets, because let me just put some things in your head, ladies and gentlemen. 100 shares of TSLY could cost you $1,100. Every month, you could get from that $1,100, you could get anywhere from $30 up to $100, depending on the dividend, every month. But wouldn't it be nice if you spent $1,100 and at the end of the year you had $600 come back? Did you hear me? For every $1,100 you spend, you get $600 back. How's that for the Christmas Grinch? Because now you're going to be thinking, oh my God, I just went down and bought some flat screen TVs. Liability. I just went down and bought some furniture. I just went down and bought the kids' toys. It cost me 2 or 3 G's. There's my point. Exactly. And you could be sitting here collecting every month dividends, yield max ETFs, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can tell you right now. Or you can go the more traditional. No worries, no worries. You can go to JEPI ETF. That's right. J is in Jack, E is in Eric, P is in Paul, I, Jeppy, or JEPQ. Either one. You want to hover around 10% or 11%, that's on you. That's fine. No problems. Still, they pay dividends. Nice dividends, in fact. But then you can go with a higher scale like AGNC, which gets you around 14%. You can even up your game to ORC, which is around 20%. Or you can even go further with IEP in the 20s. Or how about this high risk, high reward ARR in the mid 20s? I'm just saying. We're giving you the playbook. You don't have to send me a dime. This isn't a course situation. This ain't the freaking red panda BS nonsense. It's Santa. It's SSN Nation. We give you the tools. You just have to execute. All right, Curtis Davis. Once again, thank you so much for being in the house, man. Georges Charles, what's up, fam? Mo, Victor, and all. What's up with you, man? Happy holidays, by the way, everybody. Yep. E. White. See, this is what I love. Some love. What's up, Mo Better? I love all of that. See, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, just make sure you ask them, because I don't know everything. We have people here that are superstars. They can help answer any question you want. We don't charge for asking questions. Don't be shy. All right, George. Yeah, George, what's up, Big G? All right. Here we are. Yes, next year, you're welcome to come see my new crib at P4. Exactly. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Primavera 4. In fact, you know what? I think I might have Primavera 4 on some of the videos. E. White, Georges Charles did not come to play. Exactly. He didn't play. No, ladies and gentlemen, not playing at all. Oh, some people would say, hey, Eric, hey, wait. You mentioned 4 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, with each bedroom having its own full bath. And he still has a half bath in the living room and a pool. Yes, you heard me correctly. I know you're from America. I know you're thinking, damn, let me see, 2,600 square feet. That's going to be $500,000. Well, I'm sorry to say, if you just now joined us, if you would have been here last year, earlier this year, shall I say, you could have been joining him, buying it for $280,000, $290,000. That's right. It's going to be built within the next 12 months, 12 to 14. So He's going to have a property that can sleep 10. Actually, if he pushed it, it can sleep 12, but we'll just stick with 10. If you go to Airbnb, put in Punta Cana, then you will see when you put in 10 sleepers, just 10, you'll start seeing something weird. You'll be like, wait, does that really say $395 per night? Does that really say $500 per night does that really say $600 per night? And then you'll start understanding the big smile on his face, my face, and all investors' face, because they realize, oh, damn, he's about to get 20% returns year one. I'm just saying. That's why it's exciting to me. And, you know, it's nothing but love here, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to win. We want everybody to win because the government around the world, no matter where you live, they're after your hard-earned money. I'm just saying, you need to make more. It's going to cost more next year. Auntie Val, holiday events tonight, so I have to go. Merry Christmas, fam, and a very prosperous new year. Thank you so much, Professor Auntie Val. And once again, while she's leaving, go down and order some beachfrontjava.com. It's our own Professor Auntie Val and family's special blend edition of coffee. Go show some love. All right, here we go. George's Charles at E. White. Let's see. Victor Marrero here. Oh, here we go. I knew somebody was going to bring this up. Adding these two yield max ETFs to my TSLY, and he mentioned CLIP, KLIP. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. That's see. Victor Morel had to spoil the party. He brought up Coney, CONY. That's at yield max. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to probably find this video months later, if at all. And Coiny is like, I don't even want to say this. I really don't, but I just go look for yourself. Over 70% return right now. I mean, you just got to study. You got to go do your own research and figure out how they're doing it. They're using options trading and some part of that and other factors. So go do some studying. But when you go see CONY, I'm just like, you're going to be like, holy smokes, is this for real? And SQY. I'm not mad at SQY either. Coiny pays $2.46 per share. SQY, $2.14. Just need 220 shares for each of these two to get over a 1K a month. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, hold on a second. What's he saying here? Just need 220 shares for. Oh, okay. So you need 440 shares. And then some people, Victor, are going to look. Did you guys see this number right now? You guys are out here buying liabilities, and this is what you could be doing. Hold on a second. We have to go to the screen, don't we? We got to go look this up. I can't believe what he's saying. I'm going to have to act like a newbie. I can't believe he's saying this. This can't be right. Let's go to YieldMax ETF. I can't believe this. YieldMax ETFs with an S on it.com. Oh, I misspelled it, so I won't get there fast. I just messed up. There's some new ones too. Everybody's joining this bandwagon. It's unbelievable. Brian P. He sent me an email, and now we have Defiance actually also joining the party with some of these option income type deals. So we're going to talk about that here shortly, but I'm going to bring this in. Hold on. Let's go check this out, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is why I like talking holiday time, because people know how much they're spending. You're out there buying food. You done spent $500, $600, $1,000 on food. And so now we have to go look at a couple of things here, right? Because Victor Morel just said, all you need is 440 shares. How much does 440 shares cost, though? Are they $10 each? They $11 each? Does that mean we got to spend $5,000? Somebody please tell me. Some people right now are about to spend $5,000 about Kris Kringle at this point. All right. What are you thinking about this manufactured holiday? You're probably thinking, damn, I spent that already, or I'm about to spend it over the next 2 or 3 days. And I clicked on uh, here, we'll do it another way. Let's go. This guy's having fun, I guess. Well, this always happens. Some people have said things start getting kind of dicey whenever we start talking about this. So that means if you try the Marrero plan, um, let's see, 220 times 28, we'll use 0.53. See, that's 6 grand, $6,276. That's the first part. So now let's go look and see what was that other one? SQ, was it SQY? I don't know if it was, but we'll still go look because SQY was on their list as well. Is it SQY? Yes, SQY. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, so you don't get to spend 5. Looks like you got to spend 12. But if you tell me to spend 12 and I get $1,000 per month, where do you sign up for that? And then what happens if you reinvest that $1,000? That means the following month you're going to have more shares. Oh, we love compounding, ladies and gentlemen, right? So he's already given you a couple of great ideas. Let me give you some ideas. Let's go with TSLY in case you want to go there and still get nice returns, $12. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's back up to 12. It went back down. Well, about a month ago, you could have bought it at under 11, but nonetheless, that also pays a nice dividend. All right. NVDY? No, I don't know. It's yeah, I think it is. Let's go see if I'm right about that. But these are the options we talk about Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you have. Oh, it didn't come out right. Let's see. I think it's LY. No, we don't want NVIDIA. We don't want, oh, okay. We'll go a different route since I accidentally did it. I didn't mention NLY. What's this? Whoa, what was that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got something suspended here. Is that what came up? Let's go see. Let's see what happened. 12.83% for NLY. And some of you guys were like, what was he talking about earlier? Let's go. Let's go check it out. ARR. Ooh, that ain't going to work, is it? ARR, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make sure I'm still on screen. They like cutting this parts out. ARR, 0.68%. Okay. It's lowered a little bit. Interesting. Is that ARR? Yes, it is. What about my ORC? Let's see what we got with the ORC. 16.74%. Okay. Not bad, but they're lower than the 20s. What about IEP? 22.61. Now we're doing a little better. All right. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you a few that you can go follow, go check out, do your own research. All right. That's all I can suggest right now. Thank you, Victor Morrell, for putting the sums together. And don't forget about KLIP. Go check that out as well, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So clip KLIP. Go get it. Go check them. Do your own research. And that's all I can tell you right now. We going in May, George's Charles. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to be there. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Come on down. It'll be the round table for the takeover. It's going down. What's good, SS and fam from Joe Nay. He re-signed up with that icon next to his name, which I greatly appreciate. And he says a lot of other things as well. E. White, facts, Big G and you both doing y'all thing. Exactly, exactly. All right, Uni 2, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he brings it in with the tagline, very nice to see you. Hello, SSN Nation. Got the notification and watching live. 30K feet up in the air, flying back to Sacktown. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to be in Sacktown next month, my man. That's right. Hanging out, Sacktown, back to the home front. We got things to do, business to handle, the takeover for 2024 all going down right then and there. Oh, yeah, when I get back from Sacktown, that's when the full effect for May 10th through the 15th should be in play. We hopefully are going to be on that radio, making it happen in Sacktown, getting some people there involved. It's going to be awesome. Flying back to Sack Bowl. Make sure you get there safely. I hope you do, and have a very, very wonderful holiday weekend. Nice to see you, my man. E. White, flying to Punta Cana in May. That's right, E. White. That's what we're doing. Just remember, we're doing the damn thing at the beach. That's right, takeover edition. Joe Nay, I received a notification, watched the trailer, and smashed the like button. Thank you so much. And Joe Nay, that means 5 people received a notification tonight. Brian P., another superstar investor, is here. Part of the SSN Nation. I'm proud to say he's done the damn thing. And welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name. And he says, hello, Eric. I hope all is well with you. Hello, SSN family. Did you check out those emails? Yes, I did, Brian Pay. And by the way, thank you for so much for sending those over to me. And this gives me a reminder. Remember, if you have your LLC already in 2023, or corporation or S Corp or whatever, you don't have to worry about that beneficial owner BOI paperwork that you have to file. Although I'm going to recommend you file it right away, because if you wait longer, because you have up to a year, as long as you have an LLC, corporation, S Corp partnership right now, you get up till a year to file the BOI report. It's mandatory. That's right. Anti-money laundering has come to America. And so if you open an LLC in 2024, you only have up to 90 days to file the BOI. And then the penalties could kick in. And it's 10,000. No, sorry. It's not 10,000. But there's a penalty every day. All right. As long as you are not compliant. So just keep that in mind. You have 90 days if you open up an LLC, file with the Secretary of State or like type of agency in your state. That means you have to file in most instances. So check with your accountant or whoever, or just go to the FinCEN, FINCEN website. It'll be there. All right. Or look up beneficial owners. All right. That's all you got to do. Now, here's the other kicker, though. In 2025, for every LLC who does not file, then you have 30 days. Yeah, so they don't give you any love, because if you forget after 2025, you got 30 days. And if you don't file in 30 days, it's the government, ladies and gentlemen. This is the DOJ. This is the departments with letters, FinCEN. Mess up, and you're going to find yourself in hot water. Trust me. That's why they're designing this. You think they're designing this for the rich people who have accountants? No, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, not really. They're just making sure anti-money laundering, and it's going to hurt people who don't pay attention to filings, and that's what's going to be a problem for a lot of people. All right, just keep that in mind. Brian P., let me bring the tagline again. Hello, Eric. Hello to you. Thank you so much. And that was one of Brian P.'s emails that he sent me. I hope all is well with you. Yes, it is. I'm feeling a lot better. Hello, SSN family. Did you check out those emails? Once again, yes, I did. And of course, that's why I was talking about that. I got the notification and the video. Thank you so much. That's 6 people that have said they got the notification. Notice we have 15,000 subscribers. There's only 6 people on the live stream, and I understand. But we rarely have that many people on the live stream that says they received a notification and got the trailer. Crazy, right? You would think it would be a lot more, but no, ladies and gentlemen, that's not how it works around here. Mo Better, Victor, Joe Nay, James Way, hope you all can make it out there in May. It's going to be epic. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And some of us will be going by Johan Confidante's office. That's right. Our lawyer, my lawyer, your lawyer, everybody's lawyer, you know. That's right. We're going there, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Marrero at Mo Better. That will be epic for sure. Exactly. It's going to be epic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now. Don't miss it. All right. I will be there, Joe Nay. I'll be there, Mo. Believe that. I keep it 100. That's right. Joe Nay's there. He was there a week. What was it? A few days? No, I was landing when he was leaving. I believe. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, what? I'm here. He's like, I didn't realize he was already gone. Film videos also in the house tonight. He is switching accounts to film videos. Okay. You were down in the DR. How did that film shooting go at Larimar? Let me know what you got, man. And welcome to the SSN Nation for the second time. Friday night live stream. Had to switch accounts. Hey, did you watch that Larimar video? No, I did not, man. I was hanging out with the little fam today. So, we had to make things happen that way. Had a little conversation. Nice, So, haven't checked it out, but I want to check it out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Film videos, the man right here. He's responsible for a few of our videos when he's going to walk through, when he's doing the aerial drone, and he allows me to use his video and I post on my channel. It's because of this guy right here. Film videos from Sacktown. And also, go check out his channel, Film Videos. You can learn a lot from aerial and drones, and you'll get an idea of the time. So right now you're going to see it's 2023, and he's going to have video from like December, somewhere between December 18th and the 22nd. And he's going to be putting out some video, and you get to see some places that people you have bought in pre-construction. And so you'll get an idea of what's going on and getting an oversight if your particular project is being built. You just never know where he's going to be. All right. But he has excellent footage. He has it like, I don't even know what he's running it at. It's 1080p for sure. It might even be 2K, 4K. I don't know, but it's awesome. So go check out his channel, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in Punta Cana. Brian P says, that's right, Victor. Exactly. Film videos, 30,000 feet. I hope you purchased Bitcoin when it was 16K. It's shooting to 50K very soon. Yes. Yes, we predicted it would go down to under that, which it kind of did. But you had to get a little at 15, right? 16, 15.5, somewhere in there. A little, not a lot. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody did some math. Brian P. Eric, 11,000 on Coiny for about 400 shares. Well, there we go. It's 11,000. All right. He see, he's saying it right here. He's saying it. Marlon Jordan, if he's watching, this is it. Hey, Eric, you keep freezing up. That's right, because we're talking about making money for the people. The people are going to be playing with the big boys' money, because what you guys don't understand is, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Brian P. out here, here's what's happening. So let's just say you got in with the big boys and you're like Warren Buffett, where you're getting $1,000 per month. And instead of taking the money out, you're reinvesting. And instead of reinvesting in that, you're reinvesting in something else, which is powerful. Next thing you know, you've built up an account. So 12 months is 12 grand plus your original investment, plus you reinvested. So you're going to have more than 12 grand for that 12 months. So what people may not understand is that's just like a house. You can actually borrow against your assets like Elon Musk does to buy other businesses. That's what he does. That's what a lot of the rich guys do. Because when you're paying back what you borrow, you don't have to pay tax, which is also another tax strategy. So that's why you want to borrow against your assets. So you can turn this into an asset once it gets big enough and then borrow against it. Now, you're going to probably have to do 20% borrowing or something. But all I'm saying is, if you have 50, 60, 100,000 and you can borrow 10,000, that could actually buy into a business, buy another asset that's going to pay you a down payment, whatever the case may be, or 20,000. And as long as it's bringing in dividends, that's what makes it special. Because once you borrow, and if you had $1,000 coming back in, that reduces your percentage, because you actually have increased the amount of money in the account. That's what they do, ladies and gentlemen. You guys already know the playbook, but you didn't know you were playing. Welcome to the party, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You scared yet? These guys here in the SSN Nation has been learning all this stuff over the last 5 years. Some people have already been doing it. So where everybody's catching up now, and you have the tools to do it. So let's see what's happening here. Xmas Gremlins jumped in as soon as you went in. Yep, I know, James Way. That's what they do with us around here. They're keeping the little thumb on the scales. Vanessa Comagate is here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And she is the seamless genius. That's right. You heard me calling somebody genius. Hey, we don't take that lightly. But the seamless genius, you know what that means? That means like what we're talking about here. We're just talking about a regular business. The seamless genius will be like, yeah, that's regular. Let me do a little twist and I'll even make more money while I'm lounging on the beach. I'm just saying, she's got skills. And she brings her tagline, hey, boss and SSN fam, me and Honeyman rolling out. Enjoy your holidays and whatever you do. That's right. Happy holidays to you and the fam. Be safe out there in SoCal. I know it's going to be 80 degrees, 75, 80 degrees. So have a nice time. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate that, love. All right. Joe Nay. Oh, yeah. The money earning Grinch shows up when we talk about earning money, getting that bag, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, make sure you got that duffel bag of cash on standby. You never know when you're going to need it in 2024, ladies and gentlemen. Just letting you know. All right. Whole video freezes. All right. So here's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to remove myself from the screen. You know what this means? Let me go see if I have some love for somebody here. We're going to play a little video. We're an hour in. Let's play a video. I'm going to go bye-bye for a second here. Let me see. What do I have? What do we have? What do we have? Nestor, Larimar. Well, no love. I'm not giving out love tonight for too many people with regard to a few things. We got cruise on land. Okay, we'll go back to my old history. Let me see. Well, you know what that means. That's LA. Let's go with this one. Land auction, minute 53. Let's see what they got
Land. There's no better time to buy than now, and no easier way to buy it than at the big public land auction coming to a city near you. You bid, you win, you're a landowner.
We were maybe $3,000 less than what we expected to pay, so we're very happy. Very happy.
Very. We got a great deal for 2.5 acres of land.
Hundreds of parcels must be sold, from city lots to 10, 20, even 100-acre parcels. Now you can get clear titled land at auction prices. Call to register now to reserve your seat. It's free, and you get the complete auction catalog. You don't need to be a real estate expert to bid.
This is my first time, and it was so easy.
I love to work with them, and this is the first time I'm being here, but I'm planning to come back more and more and buy more properties.
Check out the properties you like. Look at maps online and at the auction. Do your homework, then attend the auction and win.
Great property. It was 5 acres, and I'm planning to do a lot with it, but I want to buy more properties now. That's why I'm here.
Land auction buying power means no middleman, no real estate commissions, and it's an auction, so you set the price.
I walked in and it was super simple.
You can get property 20%, 30% below retail value if you actually went there.
Down payments as low as $100, and land auction has easy financing available right at the auction.
Land auction financing was no problem whatsoever, sailed right through the process.
I'm not going to recommend land auction to anybody because then I'm going to give all the good deals away.
Visit landauction.com to see our auction calendar. Get ready to reserve your seat and come to the public land auction right in your city. It's free. It's fun. It's like nothing else.
Landauction.com.
Ho, ho, ho. Somebody's going to go, hey, wait, where's this landauction.com? They're gone. That's right. They used to go all over the country and have these auctions. They would have a late night video running, and that's part of their late night loop. Every, like, what was it, 8 to 10 minutes, they would show that loop in between them explaining what happens and talking people into coming down and promoting. And so I'm on their loop, but not just once, but twice, 2 different times. And VIP to boot. And some people are going, Eric, wait a minute. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. That's right. That's right. And you know what looks like it today? Discountlots.com. That's the type of properties they used to sell. And if I had my way and actually dug into it, I'd be willing to bet you the same people that were running the auctions actually have something to do with discount lots, because those are the type of land that they used to sell all over the country. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let them fool you. No credit check, no qualifying, by the way. You can buy some land. Now, let me give you some rules on buying land, first of all. We need water. So you need sewer. You need electricity. All right? You need that. You need those things straight up. Water, sewer, electricity. Now, if you don't have water, sewer, and electricity, and you love the location or something, then you better find out how far down the road all those are. Because if you try to go to the county or city and say, hey, can you come down here? Like, we're only 100 feet away. That's not going to be good. That 100 feet away could cost you something like $10,000, and not just for all 3. For one, bringing electricity down because they haven't come down that far, you are actually paying for the city crew to bring electricity down 100 feet, meaning poles, meaning anything they have to dig up. You're paying for it. You're going to go to your neighbors? Go try it. See what happens. Telling your neighbors, hey, man, we're bringing down some electricity. And oh, by the way, the sewer, and we're bringing this down. It's going to cost like 45, 50 G's. You want to chip in because your lots are before mine? They're going to look at you like, oh, okay, something fell down. I felt something. Hold up. Oh, I got something back here. Had one of my daughter's hats, I guess. But anyhow, the The thing is, your neighbors are going to look at you like, okay, all of us are going to chip in 10 G's. They're going to look at you like, are you crazy? They're going to probably say no. And now you're sitting there going, am I going to spend 40, 50, maybe even 60 G's to bring down all this stuff? You might do it if you have a plan, but that's the deal with real estate. No matter if it's free land, just basic land, or with building structures, when you buy the land, that's where you make your money. You have to have a plan before you buy, ladies and gentlemen. All right? That's what the game is. You don't buy and then figure something out later. You buy and you already know what the outcome is going to be if it's built in this time frame, or if I'm going to do something within a time frame. Just keep this in mind with land as well, that a lot of people forget about. You go, oh, I'm just going to go buy some land. Okay, great. There's taxes every year. Property taxes are on land too. If you're within an HOA, normally you're going to have an HOA dues. So you're going to be paying for that vacant land. I'm just saying. So you don't really want to leave it vacant forever, right? But you got to tick tock. What's also tick tock? Every month, every 3 or 4 months that you wait, the cost of construction increases. So just because you can say, hey, I have an acre of land and I bought it for $5,000, now all of a sudden your property tax is, let's just call it $500 for the year. HOAs, let's just call it, because it's a lot or acre of a lot, they go, okay, it's $50 a month. You're thinking in your head, that's no big deal. But in the long run, what are you going to do with it? Because you're going to be paying for it from the get-go. As soon as you own it, you're paying monthly. And whether it's $150 or $200 a month, that's what it's costing you. After that, it's not an asset if it's a liability. After that, let's just say it costs $150 a square foot right now. But 6 months from now, they go, oh no, the price is $160. The longer you wait, once you have land, the more expensive it's going to cost you. So that's one of the little things that you have to think about. You just don't be like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit on it. I'll figure it out later. Go on and try and figure it out later. But I'm going to tell you right now, you wait 5 to 10 years, you're going to be sitting there going, man, all I wanted to do was build a 2,500 square foot house, and I could have built that right now for like 400 G's. Yeah, wait 10 years. It ain't going to be 400 G's. I'm going to promise you that right now. It's going to be like 700 or 800 G's. It's not going to be 4. It'll be double damn near. So you can't wait like you think. This ain't 1970. This isn't 1980 where home prices went up 2 or 3%. Them days are over. You got banks out here buying stuff, homes and real estate. You have hedge funds out here buying stuff. You have real estate professionals out here buying stuff. You have real estate investment trusts, which are trading on the stock market using our money. Because if you have ORC, if you have AGNC, if you have NLY, ARR, they're using the investment dollars and buying real estate. So they don't care about the price. They're just looking for the returns. They're sitting there going, all we got to do is we're using other people's money. If we pay an extra 50, 60,000 or 100,000 for this house, why does it matter to us? We're going to rent it out. We're just going to charge people whatever the going rate is. We get 15% annually. We're good. We're good. Our investors are going to be happy. No worries here. Where can we get the next one? So that's what you're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen, when you wait years later to build on land. Unless you're a builder yourself or developer. Again, don't go to ask if you don't know the answer when it comes to assets. You need to know the answer up front. Just like when we're doing pre-construction projects, you kind of need to know the answer up front. We're building in pre-construction. It's right now. It's going to take 2 to 3 years to build something. How do you know what the value is going to be? Well, it's very simple. If I have a 4-bedroom villa and I can go to Airbnb, VRBO, Vacasa, or any other rental outlet and go look and see what happens during certain times of year, what is my expected rental rates, and you can look and go, well, this is similar. This has the same type of things, and they're charging X amount. Then you can rest assured if it's X amount now, that is going to be higher 2 or 3 years from now. So if you can live with the rate right now, then you're damn sure going to be able to live with the rate 2 to 3 years from now. So you already know you're going to win as long as you keep it around 1% or more. That's the kicker. So what I'm saying is you're not going to go out here and buy a $500,000 house in a $300,000 house neighborhood where they're only renting for $395 a month. That means you are paying too much. We need that place to rent for $500 daily or more. All right. I'm just giving you guys some of this easy math that anybody can figure out. Okay. That's what we do. What assets are you buying in 2024, ladies and gentlemen? Some of us know what we're buying assets in 2020, 2021, 2023, and we're waiting on our good friend Jerome Powell. Okay, we're going to do it a different way. I'm going to take myself off screen here for a second, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wait on our friend Jerome Powell. He's been giving us signals all along. We knew what was going to happen. Real estate positive. People 2 or 3 months back were saying, what does he mean, real estate positive? You guys are seeing it. Dow Jones, all-time record. S&P 500, 100 or 200 points from their all-time record. NASDAQ, well, NASDAQ going to come along next year. All right? Because they aren't raising the federal funds rate. We knew what was going to happen. We're all good. We're loving life. It's nothing but love with Jerome Powell and the top 1%ers, the top 10%ers. You guys here in the house, you're top 10%ers. Now, when you think like a top 10%er and you know that the Federal Reserve and the government helps out the wealthy, now you have to stop with the disillusion. You're not going to be delusional anymore. You're not going to sit there and think like, oh, they're trying to help us out. Make sure we... No, ladies and gentlemen, they are not trying to help you out. They are actually only caring. The fallout is from they care about the top 10%ers first. They don't mind the little guys coming up, but you have to be paying attention when you're the little guy. They're like, we don't care because how many of the little guys? We only care about the top 10% of the wealthiest. They own the stocks. They have real estate. They have every asset you want to buy that gives a return on investment. We make so much money as the top 10% that they can't catch us anyhow. There's a wealth inequality gap. That's what they work on. So they don't care if a few people from the bottom come rise up. They just care to make sure their buddies are in control. And you guys, you are our buddies. You guys are here. So we've been talking with you for 5 years now. Well, you guys know how to do it. Don't be shy out there. You can always ask questions, you know. All right, let's see here. I'm going to turn this back on because they like trying to short circuit us. No problems. All right. Yeah, no audio. There we go. See, Victor Moreau. I knew that was going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, he said it. No audio. Exactly. No audio. Yep. Victor Moreau, excellent. Thanks, Victor. Enjoy your holiday. Let's go. And that's exactly, this yield max is our ticket. My strategy is spread out the risk between Coiny, SQY, Clip, and Jeppy. I agree. He's doing it. I agree with this 110%. Even though we like to hear $1,000 per month, that's not an issue. The issue is there comes a point when you have to share, not just have one or two, but that type of income, it may or may not last forever. So you kind of go and like Jeppy, I call that's JP Morgan. So that's low risk to me. So if you're making money and dump it into Jeppy, which also gives a nice hefty return at, well, 10 to 11%, and it's stable after you've taken in like that $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 per month for a year, you're going to start chipping away and you should be putting something with a lower risk factor, right? Because that you want to preserve what you have earned by making smart decisions. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, see, Joe Nay, I'm going back up now. So let's see what we got and what I missed. Whole video freezes. Oh, yeah, the money earning grits. Yeah, we saw that. No sound. Yep, it got turned off. Might get turned off again. Who knows? Every time we start talking about these dividend stuff, notice there's a click. Somebody's clicking on the button. Victor Morrell, thanks for the nuggets. That's a 10K investment. Not bad. I mean, if you, I don't know anybody, if you can put 10K out and you get back $1,000 per month, that's a winner. Plain and simple. Coiny stock, 28, 6,000 worth of shares. Yes, SQY, 22 to 5,000. Get you 220 shares. Nice. Yep, there you go. That number is 11,900. 1,000 per month. I mean, that's crazy. That's real crazy. Victor, thanks for the gems, bro. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You never know when you're going to have some gems drop. That's why you always should have pen, pads, papers. Exactly. The yield max is our ticket. That's right. Yep. 12K will do it. Yep. 12K investment. Not bad. Exactly. For 1K a month? No, that's great. Even if it, first of all, 12K investment, even if you got 500 per month, that would still be pretty good. Some people would say, Eric, why do you say that? Well, here's why I say that. Because times it by 10. And now you start getting into 12K, gives you 1,000 a month. Times it by 10, that's 120K. What can you do with 120K? That would turn into something like a business, real estate. And the question is, would you get the same return of 1K? That's the question. So those are the type of things that I think about. Anyhow, Vanessa, exactly. Victor Morero, excellent. Thanks, Victor. Enjoy your holiday. No audio. What is it? No audio. Yep, I know. That's why I went to the commercial too. Good night, fam. 2024, get money, love, y'all. Yes, Vanessa Comagate is known as Takeover 2024. You guys know every year I have something. This time it's Takeover. Take no prisoners, ladies and gentlemen. That's the bottom line. Love you too, Vanessa Comagate, the seamless genius. Thank you so much for being here. See you hopefully on Monday. Yes, you heard me. Christmas, Monday. I don't know how I'm going to maneuver that one because I don't know if I'll be back home at 8:50 p.m., but we'll see. All right. You good with the soundy? You've been good with it for about 10 minutes. Keep it going. Thank you very much, Mo Better. Appreciate it. Victor, when is the next ex-dividend date for SQY and CONY? Okay. The ex-dividend dates are traditionally somewhere, I'm just going to guess, even though he might add it, but it's going to be around the 6th, 7th, or 8th. But the declaration date also will be around the 6th, 7th, or 8th. So you're going to know on the 6th of the month generally how much the dividend they're going to pay about less than 10 days later. So that's why you get the stocks, well, at the end of the month. In fact, after Christmas, there should be some selling going on, quite frankly, because people are going to be doing their tax situations. So there should be some selling. I expect that to happen. But we can go to YieldMax ETFs and go look it up. They'll tell you. Victor Morel, see, you can divide your land into individual lots and can rent to trailer mobile homes, each with water, electricity, and sewer. This can be very lucrative, especially with current rent prices. I love it. Victor Marrero chiming in with an alternative to that 1 acre. Now, it's simple. Some people, Victor Marrero, might think that's kind of hard. I'm just here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you just go down to the building department, go down there, walk in, look them in the eye, hold your chest up and say, Eric Bird told me to come down here and said I can split my lot into 4. Okay, I'm messing with you. You look them in the eye and say, hey, I have an acre of land. And is it okay? Can I get approval for chopping this into 4 lots? And they're going to give you an answer. Or the answer might be, I'm sorry, you got to go down and have approval from the city council. It all depends on the jurisdiction. But you don't buy the acre unless you know the answer, if that's what you plan on doing. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't buy the land and then find out later that you can't do what you wanted to do. You should know before you sign on that dotted line and pay towards any land. You got to know up front, ladies and gentlemen. That's that simple, but it's that easy. Just go down. They'll tell you. You can call, in fact. I mean, come on. Yes, they do help out the little guys. This ain't a top 10% thing. All you got to do is call up, send an email. Yeah, you'll get an answer 2 or 3 days later. Make sure you have the parcel number. All right. Make sure you know where it is or an address. And so they can look it up. And then they'll say, you know, this is zoned in a multi-use scenario. Oh, yeah, you can do it. Right on. Let me get busy. Because one day, this land right here, some developer might come in and they might get it rezoned to something else. So you might want to lock your stuff in now. So you're the only one around here that can do it. All right. I had this situation in Clear Lake where actually I sold my lot because me and this guy had a lot. And because it was in a multi-use situation directly across the street from the beach. You heard me. That's right, man. It's sick. So I got that for $3,000 from land auction, 3,500, somewhere like that. Unbelievable, right? It was in Southern California. Like I told you, they would have parcels in Northern California or even Arizona, Nevada. And I actually went there, and it's across the street from the lake, from a mobile home park that is actually famous, come to find out. Came up for the auction. Who will give me 2,000? Who will give me 2,500? Who will give me 3,000? Who will give me 3,250? And the bidding kind of stopped, and I was like, I'll take it. Like I said, I think I got it for 3,500 or 3,300. So come to find out, because it was in mixed use and it was like in a rural, it's kind of rural. The guy that lives next door, he had a mobile home. His mobile home was on my side of my lot, not a lot of it, but like 4 or 5 feet, which is significant. So one day, there's a fence, and I never locked the fence because there was no need, but the fence was locked by the electricity, the maintenance, the county maintenance, because one of their junction boxes is on my lot. So I come out there and I'm like, but it was never really locked. It was just they would close it and no big deal. It's vacant land. I come out there one time and I see a lock on the thing. I'm like, what the hell's going on with this? I go next door and I'm knocking on their door and I'm like, hey, man, what's going on over here? And the guy's like, well, I just locked the fence over there because, you know, I'm here and I didn't want anybody over there. And I'm like, I own that place over there. What are you doing? And so after we have a little discussion, nothing bad, all of a sudden the following week, he says, hey, man, you want to sell your lot? And at the time I was like, I don't know, man, it's right across the street from the lake. It's in mixed use. I can actually put like a store here if I wanted to. There's plenty of reasons people would come here, but there's also a store like 100 yards down too. So I really wasn't, you know, and I was like, I don't know. I'm just going to hold on to it for a second. And at the time, the taxes were something stupid, like $50 a year or something. It was really stupid. So it didn't even float my boat. So then he goes, I'll give you 25,000. I was like, whatever. I'll hold on to it, man. I'll see you later. Here's my phone number. So then about 3-4 months goes by. And so I call him up and I say, hey, man, you know what? I think I might want to build a structure on my lot, but, you know, we got to get our lot lines right. You're probably going to have to move your house or something or do something, man, because you're on my side. He goes, okay, man, I'll give you 30,000. I said, nah, not good enough. He says something like, but what do you want? I said, well, I want 40 G's. He goes, what? I said, I want 40 G's. Otherwise, there's no sense in talking. He goes, okay. Another 2 or 3 weeks go by. I get a call. He says, hey, man, You know, I own a lot of lots and land in this area. So I go look it up. And sure enough, this guy's on a buying spree. I'm just like, holy smokes. He goes, okay, how about 37? I was like, sold. 37 G's, no problem. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That easy. But notice one thing. I bought in the right location, across the street from the lake, sewer, water, electricity right there. And the guy was a willing participant in that area because he was motivated. Because all I had to do was just go down to the county and be like, hey, man, we got to do this lot land stuff, the survey. I know the markers were there. He's over my land. So he was going to have to do something. So he was motivated to make sure that I wasn't going to hold on to this thing forever. And the best case that happened to him was I sold it at like 37. And so, again, you buy something that's going to be valuable. You just don't go out there and just buy anything. So when Victor Morel says this, that's also can be in your favor. Sometimes things are zoned residential. Sometimes things are zoned agriculture. Sometimes mixed use, sometimes commercial. So make sure you know what it's zoned for, because you can't be building on agriculture. All right. Mixed use is going to be, you have to ask the county, hey, can I put this here? Get approval. They sign off. Then we can talk. Or make sure you talk to somebody that's going to sign off if you buy it. So don't play around. This can be very lucrative, especially with the current prices. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know. All right. Laverne Penix, they both pay around the 7th of each month. So that will be 7th of January. Victor Morel, it's not, you mean the ex-dividend date. The ex-dividend date, right? Isn't that going to be like the 7th of the month? Somewhere around there. It's 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere in there. And then I think, don't they pay like all the rest of them? 13, 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there. I think. We can always look it up, though. You can always go to YieldMax ETFs and look it up yourself. Coiny is tied to Coinbase, SQY to SQ. I would spread the risk, exactly, because that Coney has a high return. It's outrageous. Outrageous. After a year, you're playing with house money. These YieldMax products are very popular now. Big institutions are taking note of that. Of course they are. Of course they are. It's working for me. Yeah, Brian P. has got 4,000 shares, ladies and gentlemen. 4,000. So if he gets TSLY and they issue 80 cents, or what they did this month rather, 61 cents. 4,000 times 61 is $2,400 is what he got this month. I'm just saying. And he has other stuff too, like KLIP, which gives a high rate of return. So the man went on a buying spree, and he's collecting thousands per month. And what's he do for it? Well, he worked hard to get the money. But instead of putting it in a 401k that's going to give you a 9 or 8 or a 10% return, he said, let me do it myself. Let me go over to YieldMax and get as many of these shares as I can. These guys are giving me 61 cents one month, 35 cents another month, $1 another month. It varies. It's not a set number. So when it came up to $1, I don't know if he had 4,000 shares at that point, but let's just say he did, he would have had $4,000 that month. You start adding this up, it's 20 or 30 G's by the end of the year. And you don't take it out. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your accountant will tell you, if you withdraw any profits, their capital gains, within 1 year, you're going to have to pay 25% to the IRS. All right? It's that simple. If you wait till after a year, then you only owe 15%. But then you could also do what the big boys do. You could say, hey, let me have 20% of this money. Right? Use it for investment into another asset. Now you're sitting there saying, okay, I have some money. I'm going to go use it. You're going to use that to pay back. So in essence, you're a wash. No taxes are going to be due. Right? All right. Just saying. It's working. He's there already, ladies and gentlemen, quite frankly. If you can get $2,000, $2,500 per month, $30,000 a year, you're doing fine. And it's growing too, because he's not withdrawing the money. I mean, that's incredible. Can you imagine getting $2,000 and it's rebuying stocks that are anywhere from $20 to $12. You're getting hundreds of shares of stock, and then the following month, you're getting dividends on those additional hundreds of shares. That's a win-win on all fronts. And you guys are all here for it. So I want to congratulate you again. We've been talking about this for the last 2 months on live streams. And Friday night, how are you going to earn passive income in 2024? What better topic to discuss? What assets are you buying, ladies and gentlemen? There's two basically that should be on the lips, because the Federal Reserve already told us we're not raising interest rates. We're just going to watch and see what happens. Watch and see is good for the stock market. It's good for real estate, especially those that are buying real estate investment trusts. It's all set. We don't want real estate to really go up. We don't want the stock market to really go up. We want everything to stay just like it is. Every month it stays like this, high rate of returns for everything that we're talking about tonight. But as soon as the market goes up or down in either direction, significantly, like 20 or 30% in either direction, if that happened, then you have to make different decisions. If the market goes down with these ETFs we're talking about tonight, the experts say you are good. But if the stock market breaks all-time records and goes even higher, which is, well, it could happen because they're going to reduce the interest rates sooner or later. First quarter, I predict 2023 or 2024. That is going to increase real estate values, because if they drop that interest rate, the Federal Reserve fund, the federal funds rate, real estate's going to be on an uptick, which is good. That's a very good. If you're holding REITs, real estate investment trusts, who are already giving 16%, 17%, 20%, we win. All right. And we want to win. You want to win, ladies and gentlemen. And we're talking about shortening your timeline. Imagine 1 year getting, and you can put yourself in the position to get $10,000 or $25,000 or $30,000 of profit in 1 year. That would set yourself up for life, because at that point, just that 1 year alone, you could just sit there and say, I want to go conservative, and my 40 or 50 G's that I have, just give me 10%. And maybe you're happy with $400 a month or something. You don't have to stay in the thing. You can go completely conservative, but it's money you don't have to go working for no more, and it's working for you. So give yourself another 5-6 years, and next thing you know, you're looking at a whole different number 5 or 6 years down the road, and you have options. What I mean by that, not stock options to trade. I'm talking about what the big boys do. A business comes up. They say, hey, it cost you $50,000, and you go, hey, what's the revenue numbers? What's the profit numbers? And you say, oh man, I get a check every month. You guys have been doing this for 4 or 5 years. I'm getting a check. You might want to borrow against your asset, go into the business, and then you use that money to pay back the asset, and you're all good. Now you got another asset. So you can parlay this in. All right. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. I keep saying it. I said it twice tonight. Here we go. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. That's right, Jonay. That's what we do. That's what we talk about. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Brian P. Thank you, Victor. I hope all is well with you. Right on. Brian P. says TSLY, 4,000 shares. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he's done. And he has Clip. He has OARK, I believe. He has, I can't remember everything. The man's been on a tear for the last, maybe a year. He's been on a tear. He said all his money he's putting into Yield Max ETFs, and boy, oh boy, has it paid off, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is done the damn thing. I think he's going to be making next year probably $40,000 to $50,000. If the dividends do what they did this year, that's what he's going to be making, because he's reinvesting it. So he's getting hundreds of shares every month. And then he's making dividends on those next hundreds of shares. It starts adding up quite quickly. And on top of that, it's a snowball. So instead of $4,000 worth of shares, the next thing you know, he has 6,000 or 6,000 shares. Then he has 8,000 shares. And we're talking all within this next year. And so all of a sudden, 8,000 shares, and somebody says, here's dividends of 50 cents. That's $4K. And heaven forbid if somebody says, here's a dividend of $1, that's like $8K 1 month. These are paychecks for a lot of people. So he's put himself in position. Now he's going to allow those assets to go. He can take out money, even though he's going to have to pay the capital gains if he does early. But maybe he's already started a year. So some of his money is not going to be the 25, but it'll be the 15. But go see your accountant. Because if he actually takes it out, puts it into a business as an investment or another investment, we can do a write-off. As long as it's another investment, not a liability, your accountant will say, okay, you took the money out and then you actually put it into another investment. That's an option. All right. You can get written off for that too. That's an investment. You could say I started my own business, solo 401k. Because you would have to actually start a business. But I'm just saying, you have your solo 401k. I'm putting some in for my business, and I'm putting some in. I'm the employee. I'm putting some in, and my business is going to match my company, which is my business, going to match the employee. 5%. Okay. So some of your money goes into your 401k over there. Tax write-off for that, right? Come on now. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with me. Stay with me. All right. Stay with me. Do rewind if you have to. Brian P. Awesome. 4K shares of TSOY is incredible. Yeah. A quarter of that on Coney or SQY will give you an additional 2K plus. Yeah, I agree with Eric. Mr. Uncle Sam will be knocking on your door in April. Yep. That's exactly right. Because it's all tracked. So that's why I don't recommend taking money out and then just saying, take it out because I have it, because you're going to owe 25% is hefty. Let's just call it what it is. If you don't wait a year and you decide to be greedy, 25% is hella hefty. All right. You could have kicked in what, 30 G's. And then you're like, wait a minute. What do you mean I owe $7,500? Well, yeah, you better kick us some money here. Sorry. Yeah, you don't want to be caught up like that, ladies and gentlemen, because it gets hefty. You would rather be like 4,500 or something, and if it's 50K, you're not going to be mad at 7,500. But you damn sure don't want to be giving these guys $10,000 to $12,000, right? And you could be in another tax bracket, by the way, because you have this new money. Think about this. We could have Brian P. in this other tax bracket because he has, let's say he was some of the unknowledgeable and he took out all the money, and let's just say he did 50,000. Then the IRS is like, okay, you took out 50,000 from your investments and it's been within a year. Thank you so much for that 25%. Then you made another 60,000. That's 111. You're in a whole nother tax bracket. I'm just saying. And it might count a different way against you if you don't have anything to offset it. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself is exactly right. We're loving all of that. All right. Thank you, Victor. I hope all is well with you. Exactly. Doing the damn thing. Doing the damn QQQY. There we go. See, Brian P. always on the hunt. Defiance. He's talking about Defiance. QQQY. That's another company that's using the same method or similar method to YieldMax ETFs. Brian P., what's your strategy? You purchase TSLY daily, weekly, or monthly? Do you have a goal in mind to also invest in other stocks or leverage the stock market upside? I'll let him answer because I know the answer. Monthly. Exactly. And, oh, okay. I do. I want to buy some VOO and QQQ. You know, I'm not mad at you with the Vanguard group, VOO. You know that. I'm down with Vanguard. I don't know why I'm down with them. I'm just down with them. They're going to give you the least expensive ETFs that you can buy. They own all the major corporations. They're usually the number 1 or number 2 stockholder. That's right. You heard, like Apple, Microsoft, whatever, them and BlackRock. They're usually the majority, or both, are usually the most, they're holding the most shares. These guys are dangerous, quite frankly. And yeah, we're giving them money. Our money is making them rich because they get a percentage, whether it's 0.75%, but they have like billions of dollars under management. Billions, 1%, 10% of a billion. Okay. Think about it. 100 million. 1% of that of a bill means it's 10 million. So when people start being like, well, these guys have, 2 or 3 billion under management, I'm just like, man, you're paying these guys 40, 50 million dollars just to manage this thing. And all they have is, well, not all, but a lot of their things they have are things you heard of. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, McDonald's, Pepsi, Coke. I mean, it's not like they're out here on a limb, but they're giving you a 9 to 10% or 11% increase in value every year. So you're loving them. Most people love them. You don't mind. But I'm just saying they're using it against us as well. But he's giving you some gems, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you always need your pen, pad, and paper. How are you going to earn passive income in 2024? Well, some people have told us tonight. That helps you out. If you have your pen, pad, and paper ready, maybe you can do a little bit of research. What assets are you buying? Some people would say, okay, Eric, you talk stock, you talk land. We also talk business. You can create your own business, which is high risk, yes. Buy into a business. But at least if you buy into a business, you actually know what the revenues are and the profit. Makes it a little easier if you buy in. And some people don't think you can buy into a business. Why? Because most people don't think you can use 5 grand or 10 grand or 15 grand to buy into a business. And I say, okay, go look on Craigslist. I mean, people on Craigslist are like, let me get rid of my restaurant. Give me 10,000 and pay me 1,500 a month. I want out. Why? Because restaurant business is hectic. You always have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to have employees. If they don't show up, then what? You have to have more than just 8 hours of shift. So again, you have to be responsible if you don't have the personnel. And how much can you pay the personnel? Traditionally, it's not much. $10, $12 plus tips. So those people aren't the eagerest of people to come to work every day on time. So who's going to fill the gap? Usually the owner. It's hard work. It's not all glory. But there's other businesses as well. Like we were looking at, what was it? bizbuysell.com, I think it's called. We were looking at something, and in Atlanta, Georgia, they had dry cleaners that's been in operation for 10 years or something like that. They actually had numbers where it was a profit. The next day, once we were looking on there, I called. Somebody said, well, we already have a contract situation. Just happened like yesterday. I was like, damn, of course. Because as soon as we saw it, it was like making something like 20% return on your money in a growing area in a nice neighborhood. I was just like, well, how did this happen? The guy's getting older, got a little sick. No other family member wants to take over. He wants out. He's made his money over the years. More than $1 million+ in profits. So over the years, he's made his money. So it wasn't even about that. He was just like, I want out. Who's going to get me out? So it's that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I see something down this list that I love. VOO is great. That's my main position with Fidelity. I would recommend SPY. Yep, that's another nice one, which is also another S&P 500 ETF, but it has an advantage over VOO when trading options. Good point. I use Robinhood for options. But here's Brian P. Brian P's been paying attention. I want to also buy music royalties. See, Brian P's been paying attention. We've talked about music royalties before, twice a year. There are artists out here that are starving artists. All right, let me set some things up for you guys, because in next month there's something called the Sundance Film Festival. Movies. These shows that are coming on Amazon, Netflix, these studios that are being bought by these streaming services, right? They need music. And sometimes they go old school for music. So if you have the rights to the music and you can talk to these guys, you go slap a few hands. These guys are studios. Like in Sundance, there's studios. There's movies being made. Mission Beach, LA. They're just not made at Warner Brothers, Paramount, MGM. They are all over. Santa Fe, New Orleans, Atlanta, DR even. So you hang out, tell people music, you need some music, I'll give you some. Hey, we got to work some things out, long as they know, because they want music. If it's old school and you have the rights to resell it, hey, why not? Brian P is on to something. I love what he just said. I want to also buy music royalties. That's right. You might want to try and get some publishing or anything like that. You would be surprised. There's a lot of artists who, once you make a hit, well, let's just say 4 or 5 decent songs, and your careers are short. There's a lot of artists who are well known. They have to travel around the world because, yeah, they have 5, 6, 7, 8 hit songs, but those hit songs aren't in rotation right now. And then all of a sudden you'll hear it on a commercial. Well, the commercial, the people, they had to pay somebody maybe $250,000. Maybe it was $100,000 for the rights to use it in the commercial. But you don't mind because you get royalties, because that's a vehicle that you get paid every time your music is on these platforms, even on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. There's a little royalty check coming out. Okay. So those are assets, ladies and gentlemen. Buy at one time, assets come in. So if a music or a song gets hot and they start putting it in rotation, just like right now, there's one of my all-time favorite songs is that Cheryl Lynn, Encore. And they have these guys dancing, doing, I don't even know what the moves are. But that's been rolling for 5, 6, 7 months now. And you got these guys in Baltimore that now they turn it into a business where they dance at stores to give them promotions. And they always use her song, of course, because that's what they're known by. And then other people start using her song. All of a sudden, a song that generally has been out for 30 years plus probably, she's getting play. Whoever owns, you could have bought her royalties like 5 years ago for a lot less than they would be now. All right. Because now it's viral. It's back. It's hot. So again, that's the difference. You just never know. And some of these people are selling their royalties. You can enter in all kind of deals. All right. Some people are like giving them outright. Some people are like for X amount of years or whatever. But see, that's the thing. Some people are willing to sell theirs for $500, $1,000 because they haven't made a hit song in 20 years. And nobody plays their stuff. But all it takes is somebody on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram to do something viral, and all of a sudden it's on rotation. All right, just giving you guys some ideas. That's we've talked about that. Generally, I talk about that twice a year. So thank you for bringing it up at the end of the year, because that is an asset to buy, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard of publishing, right? And people want to buy publishing. Well, hey, what do you think Michael Jackson did? He bought publishing. Just so you know, nice, Victor. And he was a problem at that point when he has half of the catalog along with Sony. That was very, very powerful. Brian P., I salute you. That's the right attitude. Always thinking how to bring in additional income. Exactly. That's Victor Morell's motto. That should be everyone's motto at this point. You have no choice, ladies and gentlemen, like I keep saying. After this next little situation that's about to happen, when they reduce the interest rates, housing is going to go up. Stock market's going to go up. Price of living is going to go up. So you're going to need to make more money. And it's not going to be just a simple 2 or 3% more. You might have to jump 10% more. Are you going to be prepared for that? Put yourself in position now while Jerome Powell, Eric, we're not doing anything for 6 months. Okay? They're not doing anything. Things are pretty stable. You might as well jump in the ballpark. You're up next, batter. Let's go. You don't have to hit a home run. You just got to get to first base. And first base is easy. You just use your bullets. That means money. Your duffel bag of cash, use a little bit of it. So you get a return on your investments while you can buy the stocks at the right price. And if the stocks go down, you win because now you're going to do dollar cost average on the way down. If the stock goes up, maybe you won't be inclined to buy that many shares, but at least that's good for your overall portfolio. Win-win either way. But as long as these guys give out their dividends, we win either way. All right. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I thought my voice was almost done, but maybe we have another 2 or 3 days to deal with this. All right. Let me know if anybody else has anything else they want to add, because we had a few people add some excellent advice tonight. And you know what that means. We're going to do a little break, and then we're only going to have about another 10 to 15 minutes. So if there's anything that you want to talk about, let me know. All right. Now, let's see here. I'm looking for a video. Okay, I'm blacking out. Okay, I should have said something at the beginning, but we won't. It's all right. Okay, there is something. Everybody who owns at Larimar, if you're still here, Larimar has a promotion. If you prepay your next payments, hold on a second. I'm only going to tell you this because let me see. What was it? If you prepay, for those who have already purchased, 5% discount for advancing some amounts of the agreed and signed payment plan. 5% discount. That's pretty good. I mean, if you owe, let's just say you pay $1,500 a month. So if you paid 3 months in advance, which is $4,500, 5%, isn't that like $200 and some dollars? Well, let's go see. Let me go see. 4,500. Yeah, I think it is. I don't. Let me go see something. 4,500 times 5%. $225. Okay. All right. That's not getting me excited. All right. That's not really. First of all, well, let's just get real. Here's the first thing. We've already talked about why that's not exciting. $4,500. All right. Let's do it this way. I have $4,500. And yes, I understand there's a difference between paying the 3 months in advance, but $4,500, and you divide that by, I'll divide it by 13, 346 times 0.61. Okay, $211 per month if they gave us 61 cents per share at YieldMax ETF every month, if that's the average, $211. All right, so I don't know. It seems like $600 to me that I would get. So I don't know. That's kind of wild. All right, so we will see how that goes, but that's funny stuff right there. All right, here's the other second part, which is a little bit more exciting, actually. Hold on now. Hold on. There's the second part. They have a referral campaign now. If you give us the contact information of a family member or acquaintance who buys, you will be deducted 3% of the amounts you have left to contribute. Well, if you have a year and a half left and you're paying $1,500 times 22 payments, isn't that like 30 G's? Let's see what it is. Yeah, 33,000 times 3%. Okay. Is that really right? Buyers deducted in the amount you have left. 3%. That's $990. Okay. I'm not excited about that either. But it's still a discount. Why not? All right. All right. That's cool. And it's good till January 8th. So that's about it right now. I'm not going to be talking about that too often. I mean, those are, at least they're still discounts, I guess. Hey, what can you say? It's still a discount. Even though it's minor, it's still a discount. If you're paying, I mean, $1,500 is still a lot. If you're paying $2,000 a month, that's still a lot. But to get only $300 or $400 off of that amount that by prepaying, you're better off keeping it in your pocket, because you can get a rate of return. And even if you take the 25% hit, you'll still make more money from the stock market at this point. So it doesn't make much sense to do it that way. Just saying. All right. Mo better doesn't get me excited either, Eric. Yeah, exactly. This is a joke. But actually, it's not really a joke, because they're not really trying to give you any substantial discount. Because that would, I mean, imagine if 1,000 people took them up on this offer. I mean, you know, it starts being like 20, 30 G's or something, or 50 G's or 100 G's. All of a sudden, it's like, damn, they were going to pay it anyhow. So why, I mean, you start thinking as a business, you're like, wait, they were going to pay it anyhow. So why do we care about, giving them a discount? At least that's the way I look at it. But anyhow, to each his own. And this is why Takeover, SSN Lifestyle DR, we're coming. Oh my goodness, doing this kind of crazy. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we're stepping into takeover territory. What I mean by takeover territory. Now, I mentioned George's Charles' beautiful, beautiful villa. I love the design and everything. It's beautiful, right? Primavera 4. Go check it out. We have a video here. Search the channel, Primavera 4. And we got some other villas that's going to come out, but these villas aren't for the faint at heart. These villas are going to be inside Vista Cana. These villas are going to be 3,000 square feet. These villas are going to cost in the $400 and some odd $1,000 range. You heard me. We do have some people that want a cool ass villa. Okay. But they're in Vista Cana. They're going to be over 3,000 square feet. They're going to cost around $480, $460. But here's the thing. These are going to be custom. Yeah, they're going to be custom, ladies and gentlemen. You can have things moved around. So, picture. Okay, I can't even release the designs right now. But just so you know, living room, dining room, kitchen, just like we love in America. Open floor concept, high ceilings, but they're all going to be kitchen, dining, living room. All right, walk in, picture this. You walk in, you walk down, and then there's your living room, dining room, kitchen, all right, on the right-hand side. You also walk in about 5 to 10 feet in, on the left-hand side's a door. That's one bedroom. That is a master bedroom. It goes along the whole side of the building, so we're talking some stupid numbers. 19 feet long by like 16, 17 feet wide. Of course, you have your full bathroom, walk-in closets, all that stuff. That's a huge room, right? Then upstairs is the other bedrooms. Another master suite upstairs, so you have your choice. You want to stay downstairs or you want to stay upstairs? Pretty cool. All rooms have their own full bathroom. So, pretty cool. Patio, balconies upstairs, patio, balcony downstairs, over 3,000 square feet. All right. Oh, and here's the kicker. The kicker is we're talking about $180 per square foot build cost. I'm just saying. That's a hell of a price. Takeover's coming, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. SSN Lifestyle, our company, has in there, yes, we can do developments, but I'm not developing. We can do sales with real estate, and we're taking over. Yes, I've been working. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, these guys, we're about to do the damn thing. All right, here we go. All right, Eric. Hey, Eric, InstaVid AI 2024. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bringing that up, Brian P. Hey, I bought in. I bought into InstaVid AI. That's right. It's a new startup, ladies and gentlemen. You guys here have every opportunity to get into if you're interested in a startup where you could lose your money. But who says you have to put in 20 or 50 or 100,000? I just put in 1G just to see what happens. If they go to make millions of dollars, okay, cut me a check for $500 a month. I don't care. But I'm taking low risk. I may add some more. I don't know yet. And in fact, I got to give full disclosure. Not only did I put 1G is what I put in, I'll just tell you, it's not that much. But if you want to get involved, then you contact Oscar, ASAP. Oscar's name email is info@instavidai.com. Info@instavidai.com. But that's not all. In the subject line, put SSN Nation. All right, so he knows it's us. Why does us matter? Us matters because I am Mr. Wonderful too. Mr. Wonderful gets deals like we put money in. So let me give you an example. Let's just say you put $1,000 in. Let's just say the company made, I don't know, in 1 or 2 months, the company made a profit of, I don't know, a couple $100,000. Well, isn't it nice that you get a return? Because you put in 1,000, you can get your initial investment back. So that's what you get. Let's just say everybody who put money in, they got a couple $100,000, and he sends back your money, 1,000. Let's say you put in $5,000. He sends you back the $5,000. Or let's say you do the old fashioned. I'll start with the old fashioned thing. Okay. They give you back $5,000 plus a little bit of interest and say, thank you so much for letting us have your money and blah, blah, blah. Wrong. That's not the Mr. Wonderful deal. Mr. Wonderful deal is that not only do you get your money back, but you also receive equity payments for as long as this business is in business. You have equity. So you get a return. Now that's different. Get your money back and get a return. Mr. Wonderful deal. SSN Nation members, that's why you need to put SSN Nation in the subject line. Because if you do this, that's what deal you have. Now, full disclosure, I'm working within InstaVid AI as well as a consultant. Of course, I'm saying, so you guys understand, I have more somewhat invested in this than, just putting money in, and I get a little bit more on the way out, but a different way. So I'm just letting you guys know. So I'm giving you full disclosure. And so we'll see how this all goes. We have some top-notch people already saying they want to be part of doing and using InstaVid AI. We have a couple people testing it out right now. I haven't even tested it out yet because there's certain features that I want them to do before I start messing around with it. But we'll see. After Christmas, we'll delve into this a little bit more. All right. Brian P says, I did too. Welcome to the party, my man. We'll see how it goes, right? Congratulations. He's setting himself up for a big W as well, because I have a feeling a lot of political campaigns might be using this exact thing. I think a lot of motivational speakers and those guys that people pay to go see, I think they're going to be using it. I think this is going to be something that's going to be very special. And I also think that some people are going to think of different ways to make money off of it, because let's call it what it is. If I'm a Tony Robbins, Eric Warray, who does that GoPro, I like Eric, if I'm one of these guys that speak on stage and afterwards I have InstaVid AI, and now I can record and the person can ask me a question. I can record you because that's what's going to be my requirement if I was speaking. Hey, it's going to cost you, right? And people have no problem. 25, 30, 50, whatever. Maybe even you're special, right? You're big, one of the big guys. If you want to do this, it's $250 per video. And these guys, are crazy. They'll be like, yeah, man, give me 4 of them. I need 4 questions. And you're on the video with them asking questions. That's $1,000. You imagine how many people's lining up. People are lining up after events to ask these superstars questions, these motivational speakers, these people that sell products. They want to ask them questions. You know how many people line up and wait 30 minutes, 45 minutes to ask questions? You don't think that these big time guys aren't going to sit there and go, I'll do the 4 or 5 questions, but it's going to cost you $500. And imagine if you have 50 or 60 people lined up for that. You didn't have to monetize anything. You don't have to tell them to go back and get your course. You just say, okay, $500 a person, and there's freaking 400 or 500 people sitting there. You know this. You guys have been to these seminars with these superstars. You see it online. That's what we're talking about here. And now, after they do it, imagine you have AI to produce a voiceover, gives an intro. You sit there and produce the outro. You chop it up, post it up, and now you have the QR code and links to your social media. 10 minutes later, you're posting it up while you're at the event. I'm just saying. You guys, this is going to be very powerful. That's the way I see this going down. It could turn into something crazy. And of course, InstaVid AI charges these guys, right? Come on now. Come on now. All right. But these guys could be making, okay, their courses, yeah, they charge whatever, $1,000, go buy the book for $50, whatever. I don't even know. I don't even go to these things. But the thing is, they go in the back, buy a course. I don't know. Maybe you guys will tell me what these guys sell their courses for and stuff. But, back in the day, it would be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 to VIP club, $10,000. But now you have another vehicle to monetize yourself in real time. And when they share it on their platform, it also gives off your platform's info. So people, now you have a two-way switch. They can go back, forth, and now you have more people involved because you can't reach. If you're not following, like I might follow Tony Robbins in a certain LinkedIn. That's where I follow him at. So I use him because he's big time. Most people know who he is, but it could be any big time person. And he puts things on his platform. The people that are following him and whatever the platform sends out to other people, that's what they get. But imagine you have 300-400 people lined up and each person has their own following. So now you're getting their following and yours, which adds more people. Very powerful. And imagine if he's charging $500, and I'm sure these superstars would charge more than that. But let's say it's $500 at the event to record something with people. Can you imagine 50, 60 people, which they always are 50, 60 people lined up for him, let's say. And right then and there, 60 times 500. That's 30 G's. 30 G's. Just for what you do anyhow. After the event, somebody comes up to you and says, hey, what do you think about this? Can you help me? Except normally you just answer. You don't record it, but now you're recording it. And you're going to tell people, give me $60. Then you can record with me. But you're recording it too. This is crazy when you think about it. And yes, they have to pay InstaVid to use the service. But so what? That's part of business. So 30 G's, let's just say 60 people. And we all know from the videos I've seen, Tony Robbins comes off stage. All I see is more than a big crowd. And if he's standing there talking, he's answering questions, right? So just like Eric Worre, when he comes off stage, people are asking him questions. And there are 50, 60 people. I know there's a crowd. There may be 100. I just don't know. But this gets even deeper. You know how you have 2-3 day events, and you know you have these guys, let's use sports figures. Sports figures are signing autographs, and the big time stars have 20, 30, 40, 50 people lined up, right? Maybe more. All day people are coming. Can you imagine offering, hey, you want to ask me questions? Put it on video, and it's just specifically for you. Charge a fee. They charge what? $10, $20, $50, $100 a sign, depending on who they are, right? So wouldn't you do the same thing? I'm just saying, it makes sense. You know how many people will be like, hell yeah, here's my 100. Think about this. 2, 3, 400 people in a 2-day period giving you 50, 60, $100. And now the stuff is out there showing you're here. Think about this. This could get so crazy. My mind thinks differently. We have the video on Friday when the show opens. The people that already came, let's just say it's 20 people came, they shared it online, plus the superstar shared his online. People know instantly, wait, he's in my city, in my town. I can go down there and talk to him and do a video with him? Are you kidding me? And get my stuff signed? Ladies and gentlemen, people are coming down on Saturday. More people, because they realize I didn't even know this was around. Beautiful stuff, if you say so. I say so. I did too. All I'm saying is I'm in. All right. Brian P., I'm in as well. Exactly. Congratulations. This is what we're doing in 2024, ladies and gentlemen. Real estate, new business, InstaVid, AI, those three for starters. All right. The takeover starts 2024. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. All right. Oh, Joe Nay. I'm also in with InstaVid. I didn't know that. Thank you so much, man. I didn't realize you joined the party. Congratulations. 3 in the house. How do you get involved? Let me put it in the chat room. Everybody on podcasts, it's info@instavidai.com. It's in the chat room. And it's Oscar who you will talk with. He'll tell you everything you need to know. All right. And just remember, I call it the Mr. Wonderful deal. He knows what I'm talking about because that's what I told him. It's the Mr. Wonderful deal. That's right. It's the Mr. Wonderful deal for SSN Nation. Put that in the title. So, Joe Nay, I didn't know that you joined the party. All right. Feeling good and looking good. Exactly. That's how it works. You feel good. You look good. You play good. You think good. And I get paid good. Deion Sanders says something like that. Can't remember exactly his terminology, but that's what I used to say. And it's kind of weird that he uses some of the same lingo that I used to tell people when I was in my 20s. And I'd be telling people these little colloquialisms, and they'd be looking at me like, oh, he thinks he's smart ass. He thinks he's too cool. I'm like, what? Hey, I got stories I can tell you guys. Joe Nay, feeling good, looking good. All right. I guess it's story time. George Washington Santa, Swag and Kicks. I like that name. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. I appreciate you being here. George Washington Santa in the house, in the flesh. That's what we're doing here. Swag and Kicks. Hey, I love that. I love that. Like I said, he's in here doing prime time edition on this Friday night. And I'm sure he's been out here. Swag and Kick sounds like a business. Very, very happy to hear it. Oscar is on point. I'm paying attention. Joe, no, hey. I'm glad you like him, but like I always told you guys, the geeks win. The dude's a programmer. All right. And actually, he's more than that. But I'm saying you can imagine how all I can say is diabolical in a good way, because he's actually a speaker as well, but he also knows how to program. So the thing is, he's a he's a problem. All right. He's a problem because if you say, hey, what do you think about this? He can implement it within the day. Just like he was saying, we were talking about, hey, man, what about the end thing? All of a sudden, I was like, wait, what? You did it? You added it? I was like, I just said this yesterday. I was like, yeah, I like the intro, man. You should have that intro because think about it, and the AI can do my voice. He goes, oh, not yet, but give me a little time because they only have so many APIs that can do the voice, and he wants the best one. So yeah, imagine your own voice that you can actually put in AI and you type in things. They already have it, but he wants it. He doesn't want that robotic. He wants it to flow and sound exactly like how I sound right now. It's almost there. That's out, but he's not satisfied with that, quite frankly. So he's like, nah, I'm going to do something different. But if it pops, he's adding it. And so then you won't even have to talk. You can just type in what you want it to say. How crazy is that going to be, right? Just like he did the ending where it said an end. Well, you guys might not have seen it. Check the videos. We got InstaVid AI. Search the channel. We just had it in the last week. He was on like twice. Oscar's on point. I'm paying attention. You're damn right he's on point, man. He's on point. This guy has worked with some big-time people. I'll just put it that way. In the software field, all right? And he's worked with other people in other business fields. So he's been around. Just so I can tell you that. And I like him. Me and him have gotten along great. So I have nothing but good words to say. In fact, I'm trying to figure out when I go back to Cali, he stays in Cali too. The only problem is I stay in Northern Cali. He stays in SoCal. But is it a problem for real? Then I find out he's one of those motorcycle riders. He just showed me his, what is that thing? It's a Harley and I think it's a road. It's either Road Glide. It's probably Road Glide. Road Glide or Road King, but it's still the same to me. I mean, it's got the dual exhaust on it, the dual exhaust, one exhaust on each side. And he has the fairing that has the music and all that. And, the bags, sweet, right? But he's in SoCal. Just to give you guys an idea, if I drive down to SoCal on my bike, oh, yeah, I traditionally don't trailer my bike. I actually ride it. So it's nice. I mean, yeah, but it's to get to where he is, it's probably, it's going to be more than 6 hours. If I'm in a car, it's going to take me 6 hours. On the my bike, if I'm driving 75, 80, and I generally are kicking it around 80, then that means I got to stop every, even though I have a 5-gallon tank, but when I'm driving 80, we only get 30 miles, 28 to 30 miles per gallon. So every 150 miles, I got to stop. And it's all warranted because that's almost 2 hours. So I got to stop, fill up, but then, you're not just going to get back on and ride. You're going to get yourself something to drink. You're going to check your phone. You're going to hang out for 15, 20, 30 minutes possibly. And so I got to stop 3 times before I get to his pad or get to his vicinity. So I'm thinking about the trip because, I mean, come on, guys. When you guys like to see me and Oscar hanging out at the same location, and then you guys I got a bike too. You guys have seen it before. So, maybe I'll go down. What the hell? I've driven down to SoCal before on my bike. In fact, all the way to San Diego, it was freaking, if you take total time, it was 8 hours. Crazy. But it was fun though. We got caught up in traffic in LA. So when we're in LA, we're only going 20, 30 miles per hour. So it was kind of cool just to sit there and chill out for a second. So anyhow, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go down to SoCal and figure it out, or maybe I'll figure out a meet spot in the middle because it's 70, 80 degrees in SoCal. I'm going to be up in NorCal where it's I almost cursed, about 60 degrees or 50 degrees up there. Who knows? It could be 45 because it's going to be January. And he's down there in SoCal where it's 75, 80 degrees. So hell yeah, I'll stay down in 75, 80 degrees for a week or so. Who cares? That's beautiful. I got access to things down in SoCal. So we'll see how it all goes. But I think that may be my play because I need to take my bike to the shop because it's been sitting in storage anyhow. And I need to take it over there for my annual thing. And I haven't done an annual thing. So I'm just going to let them guys hook me back up, make sure I'm all good to go. And then it's road trip. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Thank you, Eric. Oh, man, you're welcome, Brian P. Thank you for once again believing, man. All I can say is, man, student of the game. Mo Better, student of the game. George's Charles, student of the game. EY, student of the game. Victor Morrell, bringing game as well, student of the games. All I'm saying, these guys are in their own right are investors. These guys are studying, they research, they put their monies into whatever they feel is the best move for them. I love it. All the people, I mean, all you guys who are here. Joe Nay making A out here. Also, great, man. Awesome. You guys are doing the damn thing. California One is beautiful on a bike up and down the coast, I know, man. But it's a drive. It ain't like driving 95 South or nothing. Exactly. Yeah. The one is, the one. Oh man. Don't I got stories, but I won't give you two. I'll give you one story. So back in the day, so you got to remember, I have an older bike. All right, my bike's older, but it's soft. What they would call for Harley, it's a soft tail. My bike's not a Harley. My bike's a Yamaha, and it's a Roadstar. So it's the shock absorber's in the middle, and it has a belt drive, and I have SNS cover. I have all this stuff. So because people don't associate belt drives with Japanese or any other type vehicle, because normally they're shaft drives, everybody walks up to me and says, "Man, nice Harley," and I'm like, "It's not, but thank you." And then I tell them it's Yamaha, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Yamaha. I left the Yamaha tag down here so everybody would know because people keep saying nice Harley." And I'd be like, they're like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah, way." And so I had my air system. Yes, air system, ladies and gentlemen. Before air systems was a thing, I had air systems on mine. And keep in mind, my bike's old. I had my bike since 2000, early 2000s. So back then, air systems was rare. So it's hidden. So I hit the switch and the thing starts rising, and whatever height I stop it at, that's the ride height. And so I generally take it all the way up because it acts like a shock absorber when two people are on. So I'm getting it done at it was called Performance. Where is it? I can't. Anyhow, they're off of the one that Joe Nay's talking about. And I went down there for the first time, and they gave me another bike to ride, and we went up one. And I was like, "This is awesome." The ocean is over here on the left, and so I'm out there. They said, "Hey, man, we're gonna have this done in like an hour and a half." I come back, drop down. The thing's working perfect. Pops up, comes down. It goes slow though. It's old school. The first ones that came out. I think it was Performance. I wish I could remember the name. It's so long ago, but it was Performance something. So now after they're done, I'm all like happy. I stayed overnight down there. Next day, it's like 9 in the morning. Get up, no issues whatsoever. Get up to the Grapevine, coming down the Grapevine, past the Grapevine, past Bakersfield, halfway to Sac. All of a sudden, poof, it goes down. I don't know about any of you guys are motorcycle riders, but if you know what the word rigid means, that's what happened. It went straight down. So now every little bump, it's going like that. I had to ride it back home. It was crazy. Rode all the way back home with a rigid ride. No shocks. The only shock I had was nothing but metal. Everything. Oh, yeah. The wife. Okay. I have special made Mustang seats because the factory's in Hollister, California. So they're kind of thick. They're kind of nice, but even they didn't save my ass. The wife, though, she was chilled. She has a nice cushion of like that much, even though it still was kind of rough. But the fact of the matter is I drove all that way. I get up there in SAC. I call the dudes. I'm like, dudes, it's out. They're like, what? I said, it's out, man. It went down. They're like, well, you got to bring it back. I said, dude, I was like at Bakersfield. I'm halfway up to SAC. I'm like, I'm not turning around. So I take it down in the trailer the next time because I had a big trailer. And so I just trailered it down there, got it fixed. And not only that, the guys were so cool. They didn't charge me, of course. And then the second edition came out. They actually sent the other edition back to the factory. They imported in the second edition and replaced my unit at no additional cost. They were so cool. It was Performance. I wish I could remember their name. But those guys were cool. So that's the story on the air system back in the day when it was a novelty. Because remember, those costs back then, it was $1,200 to $1,500, I think. Something like that. I'm pretty sure it does probably cost that now, but back in the day, it was $1,200, $1,500 to put in that air system. Jonay North one. Yep. You know what time it is down there. Wait, Jonay, are you in Cali? Let me know. Street Glide. That's a Harley Street Glide. I had a Harley Rocker C, but sold it. Used to go to Daytona Bike Fest every year. I gave it riding 2 years ago. Good for you. Yeah, Victor Marrero. I don't know about driving around in Florida, man. I just can't even imagine driving around in Florida. My friends in Florida would be like, yeah, man, why don't you bring your bike over here? Because I was at the Daytona Bike Week. And I was like, no. It's crazy to drive with crazy anyhow. But in Florida, the roads are different. And I just didn't feel comfortable because the way the roads are structured, I'm just like, man, I'm actually, quite frankly, just be real, I'm like scared. I was just like, man, I ain't going to drive over here. I mean, people like hit you and drive off. I'm like, what do you think they're going to do if they hit you on a bike? They're just going to still drive off. I'm like, oh, no. I'm not driving over here. So I always kept myself in Cali because motorcycles is a thing and streets and highways are pretty cool for motorcycle riding. But in Florida, I'm like, no, I'm not driving across country either. That's not going to happen. If I leave Cali permanently, then I'd probably sell my bike. All right. And just so you guys know, Sherry Fuchs, much love to you all. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. Sherry Fuchs. And just so you guys know, I'll drop some names. Roderick Fuchs. I'll show you something right here. This is the guy that painted my bike. Let's see if he comes up on. Yeah, he comes up. All right. I'll show you. I'll brag a little bit for Roderick Fuchs. All right. Give him some love. This guy's a air artist now. All right. Check this guy. He's an air artist, but he designed my bike. And you guys know I got the Green Monster. Back in the day, in the early 2000s, he was a motorcycle painter. He was also a painter, but he did motorcycles. So he's in motorcycle magazines from like 2003, 4, 5, somewhere in there. And so now, Fuchs Art. So now he does, well, air. I don't know what he does, quite frankly. It's almost like air brushing, air painting, but here's some of the designs. Skateboards. I mean, this guy went off the charts. All of a sudden, he's on all kind of stuff. Sticker, decal, print book. He doesn't even mention. The funny part is he doesn't even mention. Look, he actually used to paint motorcycles. I'm talking Superstar. And you have to understand, it's kind of a tedious thing. It's easier for him to do some airbrushing and be done with it versus dealing with metal. But look, he doesn't even say anything about it, which is kind of weird, right? To me, it's weird. But I didn't even know he's doing like this kind of stuff. But let's see what's he got going on here. Shout out to his wife. Her birthday was just a week ago. But I just had to give some love. So if you guys are interested in, I guess, some artwork, you go see this guy. Tell him Eric with the Green Monster told us to come by. Wonder what's up with this. But he does art. If you want some badass art worked up, go see this guy. Go see this guy. Roderick Fuchs. All right. Let's see. What's he got coming up here? I don't see what's happening. No love with this Fuchs art. Maybe I know he still does it because he goes around and teaches people now. So let's see what we got. Yeah, he's got some badass stuff. Let's go. This is see, he does brushed art now, I guess. Oh, there he is. He's on Facebook. Also, yeah, I was looking. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Check this out. Let's see what he's got. Motorcycle. No. Let's go see what he's got. Let's see if he's got some images up. Give him some love. Why not? Fuchs art. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yeah, here we go. See? Some of this badass stuff. Just what he used to do with motorcycles, but it takes a little bit longer. Wonder why he doesn't have more. Custom. Yeah, it's custom. And the guy used to be so reasonable. I mean, the guy's humble and everything. I mean, it's a trip. You'd be like, how much did this cost? And you'd be thinking, even what the big boys charge. He's like half of them. Yeah, he doesn't even have much, so I can't give him much love. I'll have to contact him, tell him to send me some of those pictures, man. What's happening? All right. Yeah, Daytona, though, Bike Week, just so everybody knows, I'm going to end this live stream, but Victor Morero brought it up, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool. I got to give him credit. I love Daytona Bike Week. Reason why, even though you're down on Daytona, and that's the main thing, but the way they spread it out, I loved it. You can go to the Daytona 500 racetrack, and on the outfield of the track, they have stuff that's going on there. And you have stuff 20 minutes north, 20 minutes south, which was cool. So you can make these little rides. It's cool how they have it. That's all I can say. It's pretty cool. And it's pretty fun. So, that's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. You have a little fun. He says, not in Cali right now. When you mentioned North and SoCal, I immediately thought of Moons Bay, Highway 1. I'm a New York City East Coast dude. Moons Bay. Okay. All right. I can't say much. My boys at Moons Bay, E-Bird said, what's up? Yeah, I know. It's been a long time. I know. I'm not coming back, but I ain't forgot about you guys. All right. Yeah, I know about yeah. I used to hang out in Moons Bay too. I'm not gonna say much else at this point. I'm not gonna say much else. Speaking of New York City guys, I wonder how Joe Nay knows about Moons Bay. Interesting. All right, man. Might have some pedigree, some other stuff going on. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, for being here during this Christmas holiday time. I know you could be out shopping or preparing with family, and it's a little bit late, but thank you so much for being here. I love you guys very much. I will probably do something on Christmas. I don't know yet, but it's a Monday. You guys know I hate missing live streams regardless. The show must go on kind of thing, but we'll see how it goes. But with all that said, I have a little spat right now with, I told you guys at the end of last live stream, with the guys at Boogie Gopher Club, Cashflow NFT, whatever they want to call themselves, Miracle Cash and more, because they just blatantly have been lying to us for 2 years. And so I'm dropping another video. And now this guy, No Pants Profit. This is so funny because he's actually an MBA. Yeah, he knows accounting, he knows other business techniques and stuff. And he also has joined the party and said, man, this is not what you're saying is BS. So he actually ordered one of these in black, and he wore it on a video that's upcoming. I've already seen it. It's off the charts. I love it. He's giving lessons, just what we do here in SSN Nation, from an MBA style, right? I love it. He's going over the why and business, and this is what we do when we did our masters. I'm like, yeah, oh, man, you're getting people up to another level. And he gives a shout out to Stop Struggling Now, myself, Eric Bird, and all that. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, another person that actually knows what time it is. He's been showed up, ladies and gentlemen. So he's been showing some love. No Pants Profits. The video's not out yet. He's going to be dropping it. I think he's going to drop it Christmas. I think he's going to drop it on Christmas, quite frankly. And I've already seen like 30 minutes of it. I was just laughing because he's doing the same thing I was doing. Yeah, I can't really show stuff. Hold up. Yeah, this is what. Oh yeah, I can't really. Let me see. Yeah, that ain't gonna. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, here's what you're gonna see. Maybe not. I was gonna show you. This is what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. That's what you're gonna be looking for. Merry Christmas, millionaires, Miracle Cash and more. I've already seen it. I think he's gonna drop it on Christmas or Christmas Eve. I don't know, on his channel, No Pants Profit. If you're with Cashflow NFT, Miracle Cash and more, Boogie Go for Club, go check it out. That's all I can say. It's kind of funny. All right. And it's 2 hours though. And he's going to talk about different business things. He's going to show some of their partying that they did over in Cyprus to impress some government officials and make it seem like they made money, and lying to people that they did 300% improvement. And I'm sitting here like, wait, what? 300%? And they put an article out, and I'm just like, this is insane. They've kicked nobody any commission monies from the stores, no revenue, no nothing. And they're sitting here throwing this big party with these big wigs, trying to get money from them, no doubt, acting like they've made money. I'm just like, this is so disgusting. It made me sick. I couldn't believe it. So me and him are somewhat of a kin when I'm going to be dropping something tomorrow. So with all that said, get some sleep tonight. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you again. I love you guys, and I appreciate all your support throughout the year. So we're going to make 2024 better, the best year yet. Come along for the ride. SSN Lifestyle SRL should be official in about another 2 to 3 weeks. I think they're going to give me the name. Dominican Republic makes you submit your name. They have to approve it. And then we're off to the races for the right to use first phase. Second phase, we're going to be going into the building development phase, talking with that. And then we're going to be going into some other areas. So 2024 is going to be known as the takeover, ladies and gentlemen. And all you guys got to join in. You know what it was. You know what it's going to be next year. Takeover 2024 in effect. Just watch out. All right. With all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but just start one step at a time, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it takes. And just be consistent no matter which way you go. You might say, hey, I don't have that much money. I know 60% of the population in America live paycheck to paycheck. But all I'm saying is, even if it was only a few bucks, $10 a week, $10 every 2 weeks, if you can buy one share that's going to give you a return of 50 or 60 cents for that month, you now have $10.50 or 60 cents. And that $10.50 or 60 cents, maybe next month, it's $11.10. Now you add a little bit to it and it keeps building. You want to put yourself in that position, ladies and gentlemen. Just that simple. You don't have to do $10,000. You don't have to do $5,000. You don't have to do 20. But if you did, well, then you're going to love life because you'll have $1,000 plus coming in every month. So you got a couple ways to go. You want to bombo with the big boys, you can do that. And if you want to start out where you're saying, let me do low risk, I'll put in 100, I'll put in 50, I'll put in 25, I'll put in 1,000. So be it. But you need that passive income, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And now, thank you once again. And just make sure you stay safe out there because it's going to be crazy hectic over the next 2 or 3 days. And that's all I can tell you about that. And with that said, make sure you keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.